You out there. Good morning, Forever Scotland. I hope all is good with you out there. Happy Saturday to you. I hope that you're safe and well and complying with all these regulations that we now have to keep healthy. What extraordinary times that we find ourselves in. Welcome to our first recognition event for Scotland. Well, our first online webinar style recognition event for Scotland, and we apologise that it's been a little while since we last had the opportunity to recognise you all, which was our first success day of the year in Glasgow, and that seems like the dim distant past now, and there's all these strange and wonderful things going around on social media about meetings and what's a pub and all that sort of stuff. So it seems like a different world that we're living in now, but we're making the most of our ability to be able to communicate virtually. And there's no doubt that it's working for us, and I'm sure that for very many of you, you've seen that your business can adapt to one that doesn't necessarily just need face-to-face contact, but that we can communicate by webinar. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to recognise all of you who've moved through the marketing plan since our last event back in January, beginning of February. So it's a longer one than normal today, and perhaps not as interactive as they will be in the future because of the sheer number of people that we need to recognise. So please bear with us. Just a quick update on where we are as a business. We have successfully migrated from working from Longbridge Manor to now working from home. All of the team are safely set up in their homes, and for the most part working really effectively. Just a few small things that we can't do working virtually that we were able to do when we were in the same building, transferring of calls and that sort of thing. But for the most part, I hope that you found that the customer service levels are still good. I'm really pleased to report that sales are very buoyant everywhere. And when I say everywhere, actually most of Western Europe is experiencing very good positive sales. People focusing on their health, obviously, so therefore our products are in high demand. Our manufacturing businesses across Phoenix, Arizona and in Dallas are at full capacity, manufacturing particularly the items that we've seen most increased interest in, most of those around immunity and health, and that's why we still have a limit of 5 units on some of our key items, the pinch point items, if you like. But we are working hard that in the coming weeks we'll have sufficient supplies coming into Forever Direct that we can release the 5 units and make it as much as you want to buy. And we're close to that point. So things are really improving in Forever Direct, more and more stocks coming in. Lots of you asking about hand sanitizer. That's the only pinch point that we've got real challenges around. And that's because every manufacturer in the world is trying to manufacture sanitizer at the moment. And so some of the raw ingredients for that are a little hard to find. So operationally, we're in great shape. And I hope that you're finding that you're receiving your parcels in a timely manner and that you're able to communicate effectively with your customers. I want to congratulate all of the team or the team that were in Longbridge Manor, all of the team supporting you, because they've been really creative in putting on lots of different webinars to help those of you who perhaps aren't as technically minded. I was one of those to get to grips with the technology and enable you to be able to build your business effectively. So before we move into the recognitions, let's just talk a little bit about Forever Living. For those of you who perhaps are logged on for the first time today, and if you are one of those, a very special welcome to you. It's great to have you on board, and you are onboarding Forever at a time that I think is unique in our history and also in the history of the industry. I've been on a number of calls, Zoom calls over the last weeks with some of the key leaders around the world, and everybody's feeling the same way. I've heard this time described as the golden age. I've heard it described as the best time in the history of our industry, and I think that's true because more and more people around us in our communities are realizing the vulnerability of their situation and are looking for ways in which they can develop a second income stream. So Sam, if you could put the first slide up for me, please, that's lovely. You know, in the past we've talked about the very many reasons that people might consider joining our organization, joining Forever and becoming a a home-based entrepreneur, and some of those reasons there are revolving on this slide at the moment. But I think what's happened in the last weeks as we've been in lockdown and continue to be in lockdown, as I say, I think people have really had time to reflect, perhaps more than ever in their lives before. You know, often when we are, you know, just in the rat race, commuting every day, juggling kids, juggling work, juggling all the very many things that we do have to juggle, we don't have time to reflect on what's really important to us in life. And certainly one of the things that I found over the last weeks, I've recognized actually how much of my time previously was taken up with traveling. And that's not to say I won't be traveling again after lockdown. Of course I will. But even today, for example, what I've realized is how efficient you can be with your time when you're forced to perhaps do things slightly differently. So at the moment, obviously I'm talking to you guys in Scotland. In the next couple of hours, I'm on a webinar to Ireland, and I'm thinking there is no way physically that I would have been able to do an event in Scotland and an event in Ireland. Well, probably I could have done, but it would have been very difficult to do that physically in the same day. So I think in these times, people, myself included, have reflected on what's important to us. And my view, and certainly that view is supported by the statistics that we're now seeing, which is the highest levels of recruitment that we've seen in a lot of years. And my view is that people are reflecting on what their priorities are. And I believe that very many people are now looking for something different. They're looking for a way of being able to provide for their families, but at the same time be able to spend time with their families. And I would encourage each and every one of you to look into your communities, look into your contact bases, reach out to people and just share with them that we have a different way. We have a way in which they can achieve that balance. And I think there are many people out there who are actually liking working from home, are not looking forward to going back to the routine, which involves commuting and juggling those things. It's a great time to be involved in Forever. Sam, if I can have the next slide, please. I want to talk in this bit about, you know, why Forever is in such a great place. And one of the key things about Forever is the history that we have. I mean, it says on the slide there, 41 years old, but very many of you know that just Wednesday, just gone, we actually were 42 years old. So I need to update my material here. We're still a family-run business. We are in great shape and have a amazing track record in showing that we can provide individuals from all sorts of backgrounds with a home-based business opportunity that will enable them to achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. So if you're logged on today thinking, can I, you know, develop a part-time income from Forever Living? Absolutely you can. If you're logged on today thinking, can I develop a career income from Forever Living? Absolutely you can. And the great thing about the situation you're in is that there is lots and lots of evidence to prove that that is the case. All around the UK, we have successful business owners who are generating part-time incomes, and we have successful business owners that are developing and have developed career incomes. We're a multi-billion-dollar company. We're well-funded. We are vertically integrated for most of our products, which means that we are in control of the development and the distribution of those products. And in times like that is key. There are very many people in the health and wellness sector that rely on other manufacturers for their products that then put their label on, who are not in as strong a position as we are. So we're in a really, really strong place. And for me, one of the exciting things about the place we're in is that in the UK and in Ireland, it's still an untapped opportunity. Whilst we've got lots and lots of people involved, the vast majority of the public are yet to hear of our products and yet to hear of our opportunity. So if you're just getting started, please don't fear you've missed the boat. You absolutely haven't. Sam, if I could have the next slide, please. One of the keys to our business is range. You know, every business has to have a product that, if it's going to be successful, has to have a product that is in demand. And we have superior products. And as I said, as I opened our webinar today, I believe people's focus now and in the future will be on their health more than ever in history before. Because again, we've realized that unless we're healthy, we can be vulnerable to whatever, you know, illnesses are going around. And You know, keeping ourselves healthy is about making sure that our body gets the right fuel every day, the right quality food, that we drink enough water, that we take exercise, and that we get the right nutrition in that food. And that can be difficult to do sometimes in some of the foods that we now have. So many people now thinking about how do they supplement and how do I take key nutrients into my body each day that'll keep me healthy. And on the slide you see at the moment, of course, is the foundation of our business, which are our drinking gels, which account for about 40% of our entire turnover. And very many people quickly recognize when they start drinking our drinking gels that they feel better as a result of doing that. And so that's the foundation of our business. Sam, if I could have the next slide, please. I've already referenced this. This is about the control and ownership that we have about our product development and about the distribution of our product. And we describe it as from plant to product to you. And that means that we own the plantations on which the aloe plants grow, through to the manufacturing business in Aloe Vera of America, which is based in Dallas, and then through to the distribution, which is done through our big warehouse in Rotterdam, Forever Direct, from which all of your products are picked and packed. And I think the biggest statement that we make about our products is that we offer everybody, all of our customers, a 60-day unconditional money back guarantee. And I think whether you're brand new in the business or whether you've been, as I have, in the business for 25 years, you know, that gives us a great deal of confidence to share product with people, in the knowledge that if they don't like it for whatever reason, even if it's just the color of the packaging, we'll happily take it back and refund their money. And that's a bold guarantee or statement for any manufacturer or distributor to make. And you know, we do that because we want people to be happy with their experience with Forever Living, but more importantly, we are confident that when they take our products, they'll love our products and feel better as a result of it. And I guess the evidence of that is that we get less than half of 1% of our product come back under the money back guarantee. So it's a great confidence builder for the customer to buy, for us to share, but actually we know our product works, and that's the most important thing. Sam, if I could have the next slide, please. Being a forever business owner is about, you know, making that decision that you want more control over your life, over the way that you generate an income, and in time, more control over your time. And again, we have thousands of business owners around the world that have managed to achieve that work-life balance, have learned to understand and believe that, you know, whatever goals they set themselves, it's possible to achieve when you are in control of your destiny. So one of the fundamentals of being a successful entrepreneur is that decision, you know, deciding to become one of those people who chooses to lead their lives by design, not by default. In other words, I am in control of my income. I am in control of what I do every day. I am in control as to whether I achieve the goals and the dreams and the aspirations that I have. Not that many people in life make that decision. Very many people decide to lead their lives by default. In other words, my spending power is determined by what somebody else decides to pay me. My hours that I can spend with my family are determined by somebody else who determines how long I have to work for them each week. So designing our lives in this way is a very liberating place to be and a very exciting place to be. But it does mean, as it says on the slide there, that we need to challenge some of our limiting beliefs, because when we look around us, the vast majority of the population are leading their lives by default. My neighbours leave at 7 or 8 in the morning, normally, in normal times, not at the moment, they're all at home, but 7 or 8 in the morning to commute to work. I see them come back at 7 or 8 at night. You know, that's leading your life by default. And even if they really enjoy the jobs that they're in, if they didn't leave at 7 or 8 in the morning or return at 7 or 8, they would probably get fired. Whereas, you know, as a forever business owner, as an entrepreneur, we have those opportunities to be creative in the way that we want to lead our lives. But it does mean we need to challenge those limiting beliefs, because around us we see people doing things in a different way. we need to decide that whatever we attempt to do, that the greatest quality that we can have is belief. Belief that we can do it, belief that Forever's a great organisation, belief that the product is great, belief that the industry is an amazing opportunity to be in. And we can only get that belief, of course, by experiencing it and by learning and by being involved over a period of time. So just work on those levels of belief, starting with the product and constantly working on your own personal belief. Next slide, please, Sam. So being the best that we can be, focusing on where we want to be is, of course, really, really important, because very many highly intelligent, articulate people over the years have talked about the power of the mind and talked about the power of our thoughts. One of my favorite quotes is on the slide now. You know, Buddha said, all that we are is a result of all that we have thought. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're absolutely right. So the power of our thoughts determines our actions. And I would just encourage you to see that whilst it's challenging times that we find ourselves in, we can't socialize in the way that we used to, we can't meet with our family currently in the way that we would want to, we can't hug our family the way that we used to. I understand that that's highly challenging. I haven't seen my grandkids now for several weeks, as I'm sure very many of you also haven't, apart from I see them on my phone when I talk to them. You know, those are challenging times, but you know, when we think about the future, think about it in a positive way, because you know, if we get our thoughts right and get our actions right, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we can have a very, very different future. And the window of opportunity that we have at the moment, when our customers are at home and people who may be interested in our business are also at home, is an amazing window of opportunity. So I would encourage you to take advantage of that. Great to see so many of you on the webinar this morning. I can see we've got almost 100 of you, which is absolutely fantastic. So a big warm welcome to you. The first of our recognition slots this morning is to recognise all of you out there who have become an assistant supervisor since we last met, which was, I think, as I say, the end of January. Assistant supervisor is the first step on the Forever marketing plan. You've either bought our Start Your Journey pack to become an assistant supervisor, or you've done 2 case credits over a consecutive 2-month period. And I want to say a big congratulations to you, because in my previous slide, I talked about being in control of your actions, being in control of your mind, and doing something different. And you now, most likely as a result of doing this, have stepped outside of your comfort zone. You've become an entrepreneur, and you now have the opportunity to develop that business. And what I would say to you, all of you who are assistant supervisors, we are more alike than different, and each and every one of the more successful Forever business owners that you will meet at some point in the future, at one point were in your shoes. We were all assistant supervisors with the same expectations and excitement, coupled with the same fears and doubts. Will this work for me? Can I do this? Is it real? You know, does Forever it actually deliver what it says it delivers? And of course, there is no quick fix or magic pill that I can give you to reassure you that that is the case, but I can promise you it is the case. You just need to share your enthusiasm and your excitement, get some customers around you, and in no time at all, you'll be working your way through the marketing plan. So congratulations to all of you who've become an assistant supervisor. Set your goals now to be 4 case credit active, to encourage others to look at the opportunity, to encourage others to become customers of yours. And in no time at all, I'm sure we'll be recognizing you at the next level in the marketing plan. And moving through those levels will be about doing some key activities. So Sam, if we could have the next slide up, please. I want to recognize at this stage, those of you who actually are assistant supervisor or have just get started and have done some activity. So if you've completed or done any retail at all, it says 1 case credit on here, which is a bit of internal jargon for us, but that's about £200 worth of sales or thereabouts. If you've done any sales at all, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back, because if that's the first time you've done that, I, for one, do not underestimate the amount of courage that you had in reaching out to customers or potential customers at that point and talking to them about our product. It takes courage, of course, and so congratulations to you. If you've spoken to somebody for the first time, we call it a one-to-one, but shared some information and got into a dialogue with somebody who potentially could be a business owner in your team, then congratulations to you too, because that also takes courage. I remember going way, way, way back, my first one-to-ones, my first reaching out to people. Oh my goodness. On reflection, it was probably a disaster in the way that I went about it, but it's only by doing things that we get better at things. And it's the courage, firstly, to reach out and take those steps that's the most important. So well done to you. If you first sponsored your first team member, congratulations to me. What an exciting place to be. And, you know, when we reach out, share our opportunity or our products with other people, it's not just about a financial gain. It's also about that we can honestly help them. And you will see in time, as you recruit people into your team, you'll see them grow as individuals. You'll see them start to achieve financial security and their own goals. And I tell you what, that's going to impact upon you much more than money will. That being able to help people is a key driver and a key, I guess, a key way in which we feel good about ourselves. And so congratulations to you. Have you done your first product launch? Well, prior to the shutdown and lockdown, very many people might have thought, well, how can you do a product launch? But I'm talking to people now who are doing 2 and 3 virtual product launches every single day. And so, yes, with the use of technology, as we are today with you, you can reach out and you can share the products in a whole host of different creative ways with your audience, and from that you will make sales and you will find team members. Have you attended your first BP recently? Well, actually, we can't physically attend any BPs at the moment, but make sure that you use the tools that are available. And every single week we have a live business opportunity meeting run by the key leaders in the UK online on a Monday and repeated on a Wednesday. Send your guests and prospects to that opportunity meeting so that they can hear about the business. Of course, you can also download the very same presentation from Forever Knowledge that you can use yourself. But if you're new in the business and you're not yet comfortable with sharing the story of Forever, then just use the very many tools that are available to you to help people that you know learn more about what we do. And I would encourage you to do that. Don't be afraid to ask to your upline for support, or you can come direct to us with our business owner support, and we'll help support you and steer you in the right direction. I know it can, if you're new in the business, sometimes be a little bit daunting. There seems to be so much stuff that you can get involved in. What do I do? So don't be afraid to ask for support. I think that's one of the key things about our business and our industry, is that you've almost got a non-executive board of directors at your disposal, meaning there are lots and lots of people out there who've been in your shoes at some point in the past, have learned how to develop the skills and get the knowledge they need, and are very happy to share that with you. So congratulations to any of you who fits any of the categories on the stage, on the slide, and also to all of you who have the courage each day to reach out. Next slide, please, Sam. I'd like to say a big thank you and give some recognition to our leadership team in Scotland, in all of our significant countries around the world. Us as a head office team work with the local key successful FBOs on the ground, and it's important for us to do that. And what that enables us as a head office team to do all around the world is to tailor our offering to the local culture, to the local community, and that's what these guys do. So a big thank you to Fiona and Dale, to Natalie and David, to Amanda and Graham, and to Claire Graham for the time that they commit for free, by the way. These guys are not paid to be part of our leadership team. They do it because all of them want Scotland and the greater United Kingdom to be the best that they can be. And we meet, or at least we used to meet. We're going to be meeting virtually now, I think, for a little while, but we used to meet physically 3-4 times a year, And with the feedback that we get from our leadership team, we're able to do special incentives, special trainings, and really tailor what Forever has to offer to everybody in Scotland. And I want to tell you, Scotland in the last couple of months is really gathering momentum in recruitment and also in the amount of product that we're selling. And you have a huge untapped opportunity. I mentioned just a little bit earlier on that straight after this event, I'm doing an event, or being part of an event that's being broadcast to Ireland. Ireland and Scotland have similar populations, and currently Ireland is doing around about twice the amount of business that Scotland is doing. And I don't do that to beat up on you in any way, but I share that with you because I honestly believe that Scotland has huge untapped potential, and I find that exciting. If I were living in Scotland and I was a business owner working in Scotland, the fact that I can see another similar community not so far away doing twice the business, then that would excite me to realize the potential, the untapped potential that's in Scotland. And will it be easy to achieve that potential? No, of course, nothing in life that we try to do that's of value is easy. It takes persistence, it takes hard work, it takes focus. But if you have all of those things, I promise you there are lots and lots of people in Scotland currently who would love to enjoy our products. And they're very focused on their health at the moment in Scotland and everywhere else, but more importantly, would love to learn about our business opportunity if you just have the courage to reach out there. So thank you to our leadership team. I look forward to engaging with you all in the very near future, albeit probably online there. Okay, so next up, I think we have our 4cc recognition, do we, Sam? What's next on my list here? I'm losing where I'm going. Yeah, I think it's our 4cc recognition that we have here. Okay, so our 4case credits is, I guess I would describe it as the building block of your business in order to qualify for our major incentives, global travel, our car program, but probably more fundamentally, the team leading bonus that you can get when you introduce others to your team. The only requirement is to be 4cc active. And I like the fact that in our marketing plan, people don't get money for doing nothing. They get money when they are active. And I remember all those years ago when I was building my own Forever business, that when my sponsor said to me, we need to build your business to be 4cc active, 4cc seemed like a mountain. But actually, with the help of my sponsor and doing some key activities, what I quickly learned was, as long as I get some customers around me and look after those customers, as long as I use the product myself, which, let's face it, I wouldn't want to be without the product. I love the products. And if I sponsor people from time to time, doing my 4cc should be active. Now, it should be easy. We have very many people that do not just 4, but 6, 8, 12, 15, 20 cc's a month in personal cc's, in looking after their customers and in recruiting a couple of people. So it's possible to do. And at level 1 here, we want to recognize Gemma Russell, who has been 4cc active for 3 consecutive months. Congratulations to you, Gemma. Stay focused, keep up the hard work. Next level that we want to recognize is level 2, which is somebody who has been 4cc active for 6 consecutive months. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance if I get this name not pronounced correctly. I would pronounce this as Ailida McLean, but Ailida, if that's not the case, I sincerely apologize. You're dealing with a guy from Birmingham here who's not good with language, so I apologize. But congratulations on being 4cc active for 6 consecutive months. Keep up the good work. Next up, we have level 3, which is 4 case credits for 12 consecutive months. We've got Jenna McGee and Louise Chapman. Very many congratulations to you. Again, keep up the good work. There are many of us in Forever Living that have been 4cc active for a decade, 2 decades. Once you get into that habit, it's like every other habit. It becomes easier and easier and easier. It becomes part of what you do every single month. So congratulations to all of you who have been 4CC active. Now, I think we've got a little video clip from Louise Chapman. So let's watch the clip.
Hi, my name's Louise Chapman and I am super excited to be here with you today. Firstly, I want to say how proud I am of myself for achieving my level 3 PIN and getting my yellow suitcase. Hooray! I know it's one that everybody likes to get and I am really, really, really proud. When I joined Forever, I set myself the goal of doing a 4CC active each month, as I really needed the extra £200 to £300 to help pay off some like small debts, and so that me and my family were not having to scrape by every month. I made it my focus and I really stuck to it like glue. I'm very successful with my retail on social media, and I am a beautician as well, so that's also a really good platform that I use to promote my products. Being consistent each month and having my 3 to 5 key products is how I achieve what I need to. I take the time each month to volume map and to make a plan. I always keep my customer profiles and trackers up to date and treat all of them like royalty and just build great relationships, and feel it's really important to keep expanding my customer network and using the products myself personally, as I feel that's a big one because people believe in people and I love sharing them with everyone. With all these steps, I feel in control of my business, and the training and support within Forever is excellent, and we should all be tapping into this. I also realised that if I can master the 4CC monthly, then I can teach that to my team. The power of being 4CC active now for over a year has really, really made me step up and think about upping my game. And I'm now looking forward to becoming a manager. I feel confident in what I am doing and what I am saying, and therefore I feel I can coach that to others. And this will then build me a solid foundation for my business.
Thanks to Louise there. What a great testimonial. Looking much more glamorous on the screen this morning than I do, Louise. That's there's some great tips in there. I'm sure if I was able to talk directly to Louise now, she would probably say that when she first got started, she may not have believed that she could be 4CC active for 12 months. But as a result of taking those actions, she's managed to do that, and that's a great achievement. Louise also referenced that people believe in people. I have a phrase that people buy people first, and I want to just say a couple of things about this. You know, we have an amazing range of products, of course, which in some ways stand on their own, but what people buy actually isn't just a product, it's the experience that goes with that, and that's about you, the added value that you give to your customers. And I would really encourage you to learn about and practice very high levels of customer care, because if you do that, then the transaction doesn't just become about a product, it becomes about the experience, and that's the important thing. If people trust you, they believe that you have their best interests at heart, you know, they don't just see this as you trying to make money by selling a product to them, but they understand that you have their best interests at heart, and they learn that and feel that way when we add value to the transaction. So get to learn about the birthdays of your customers, about their family, about their interests. Don't just make your communications just about Forever Living or about the products. Add value there. You know, if you see, I don't know, interesting articles in a magazine or online or something that you think your customer might like to read, send that to them. You know, make that a friendship rather than just a commercial relationship. And when you do that, you will keep customers sometimes for life. I've had some customers for the vast majority of the time that I've been in forever, as have many other business owners. So it's about the personal relationship, and I think what Louise did there was demonstrate that. So thank you, Louise, for having the courage to do a video testimonial for us again. Sometimes these, it might not have been the case for you, but I know when I was first on stage or being filmed or doing things, you're outside of your comfort zone. So thank you for that. Okay, next on our agenda this morning, we have another video clip, and this is from Rachel Henderson. And Rachel's background is that she worked in a call center. She was a manager in a call center. She joined Forever just over 6 years ago. She's a manager in the business. She's been working with Forever now, solely with Forever for the last 5 years. So this is her career income. Juggling 2 children. I don't know the ages from my little brief here, but they're juggling 2 children at home. And I know for very many of you, I mean, my children are 31 and 36, I should know, shouldn't I? 31 and 36. So, I mean, they're not children anymore. I don't have to juggle them. But I know from certainly very many of our staff members have kids. And so in the last weeks when we've been on Zoom, there's been children running around, which is marvelous. But I know how challenging it can be to home educate. So I don't know what age your children are, Rachel, but building a business around children is enjoyable, but also can also be challenging. It also says on my little brief here that you've recently spent the winter in Canada. What an amazing place to be, and you're going to continue to build your business there, and also in Scotland. And again, I guess one of the great advantages of Forever is that you can do business wherever you want in the world. So let's hear from Rachel Henderson talking to us about increasing our online business.
Hello everybody, I'm really excited to share with you my top tips for working online. So I'll just share my screen with you and we'll get started. So I am based in Scotland, but I was in Montreal there for a few months and I was still able to work my business online. So I'm really excited to be able to share with you my top tips. So we still do the same things. We still use the products, retail the products, recruit people and coach others to do the same. So that's still the same. It's just now about working from home. And the benefits of doing that really now during this lockdown. So make sure you've got a set workplace. So every day you have a place set up that you can work from. It can be kitchen table, it can be anywhere, but make sure it's clear, quiet, and you've got somewhere to do your work. Set yourself a start time and an end time and stick to it. So I find getting up and dressed and ready for a set time works for me rather than just dipping in and out of it all the time. Especially with lockdown, my husband is home just now, so I've got a lot more time to spend in my business because he can help with my little ones as well. And mummy just gets to work, which is great. If your little ones, if you've got kids, are finding it hard to understand why you're working a bit more. So for me, I normally work my business in the evenings when my little girls at nursery or during nap times. But obviously just now I'm working it so much more and they're out with daddy and having fun. But they do find it hard that mummy is working and I've not got all that time to spend with them. So I sat down with my eldest who's 4 and helped do goal setting with her. And she picked that she wanted to go to CBeebies Land at Alton Towers. And we've picked the room, the hotel and the full cost of it. I've printed out pictures, put it on my goal board and I will achieve it for her. But also that's helping because she's getting up in the morning and saying, Mummy, time for you to go to work now. You need to earn the pennies to get to CBeebies Land. So that might help with the kids as well. Get them involved in goal setting. Use your time wisely. Don't just scroll through social media. Use it well. Use it to do trainings, launches, etc. and be consistent with it as well. So use the products. Be a product of the product, as we always say, but share it on your social media. Don't, though, fill your news feeds with selling posts all the time. You want to do engagement posts to engage people, and then every so often do a product either in your stories, which I find well, or on your news feed. So engagement posts could be, I put one on that said your top 5 most used emojis are how your lockdown is going, and I had so many comments of people commenting their emojis and we had a bit of fun with it. I think it was about 40 or 50 comments from people, again, that don't normally engage with me on my Facebook all the time. And Carla and the team, she actually put one on about potatoes and said, I've got loads of extra potatoes. any tips on what I could do with them, unusual things to make. And she had literally hundreds of comments of people chipping in and telling her ideas to do with potatoes. And it sounds silly, but it meant she got loads of engagement on her Facebook. And it all then means that the next post she posts, lots of people will see that. So it's a great thing to engage and get people interested online. And then do your post on the products. And again, be consistent with it. If you're using the same products all the time, people then are keen and encouraged to contact you and say, what is that gel you've been drinking? What is that you're doing? I would definitely recommend everybody who's able to do a Clean 9, a C9, if you've not done one recently, because I did one. I shared my journey on my Instagram, my Facebook, used my stories, was telling them what runs I was doing, what exercise I was doing, along with the food and the shakes and how much better I was feeling. And I got loads of engagement and sales on the back of it as well. I took before and after photos. I would encourage you to do the same. You don't have to share them if you're not comfortable with them, but you could share them in a closed group, your VIP page, or send them to people privately who are interested in the Clean 9. But for me, sharing those photos worked really, really well, and it actually helped me really realise how much I had lost. It wasn't just weight. I didn't lose much weight at all, but you can see there's a big difference there as well, so I'm feeling good. And then also there's a really great C9 training on Forever Knowledge under webinars that Forever put on a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the 2nd of May one, where there's a fantastic training on the C9, how to market it, and what to do with it. So I'd encourage you to watch that. So I've only got a short amount of time here, so I'm just giving you the kind of top tips, but there's loads and loads of training on all these things that I'm going to talk about today. So retailing the products, what can you do? So again, social media is your shop front, so use that to your advantage. Use your customer VIP page if you've got one. If you don't, create one. It's just a group on Facebook that you're going to ask your existing customers would they like to join, and if they say yes, add them in. You can then post with products. I post every single day. I was using the products as a family, and then also customer favourites. I share customer feedback on there. I share team member feedback and successes on there to create a really exciting group as well. I sometimes do orders this week come with a free aloe lips, or orders over a certain amount, or order by today and you'll get your order by next Wednesday. So let them know when you're ordering as well. Also, a good one is to share what's in your order. So I find, I've seen people do it on Instagram, so I thought I'd try it and it's worked really well. My VIP page and on stories. So the order comes, the kids get super excited. So I film that, we open it up, and I literally then talk them through the products as I'm taking them out. So I'll say, this deodorant's for one of my customers, it's great for X, Y, and Z, and then I'll pick up the lips. So I've got lips for myself because I've ran out and I absolutely love it. So I just tell them literally what's in the box and what it's good for, really. And say, share customer feedback, let them know when you're placing an order, and that creates that kind of urgency. I'm placing an order tonight, let me know by 10 p.m. what you want added in, and people will say, oh, quick, I want my gel, I want my cream, create that urgency as well. Games for engagement. So yesterday I put on a picture and it was Corona Bingo. I took it off of somebody else on Facebook, and it was you had to count how many things in the bingo that you had done during lockdown. So it was like, had an alcoholic drink, spent the day in your pajamas, things like that. So you counted up how many. So I had 13 and I posted that, and I had so many people on my VIP page commenting that I didn't even know were still on there because they never engaged. So it means that they'll see my next few product posts on there, which is really good too. So really use your VIP page and your stories to highlight the products you're using and the ones that you and your customers love. Online launches on Facebook, we've been doing that for a while. Continue doing them. Again, there's loads of training on that. And also Zoom online launches. They've been working really great for our team. I've decided to start doing slides with them, so using the launch cards. You can download them from Forever Knowledge, and I've just shared my screen with them. You can also use the actual physical launch cards as well. Make them fun. You can also do pamper versions of them as well. Invite your existing customers because they're key. They use the products already, so they know how fab our products are, so are more likely to invest in more products again. And your neighbours, don't be afraid to say to your neighbours and new customers as well. Maybe people that have been engaging in your Facebook, thank them for the support and say you're having a wee online night. Would they like to join? Have a theme, so it can be skincare favourites, daily essentials, or family favourites, whatever you want to call it. Have a bit of a theme around it, and then you can have more than one with the same people on there. You can post out samples in advance. That's worked really well for our team. So here's Lucy doing her pamper night, and she sent out samples in advance. So Propolis cream, moisturising lotion, the one we have on foreverliving.com. And she asked people then, when she was going through the products, okay, I'm going to talk about the moisturising lotion. Open your sachet, pop it on your hand. How did you like it? Did it smell nice? What were your thoughts? So that's a really good thing to do. And also you can use that as experience packs, pop them in the post with a stamp and send them off to people who want to try the products as well. You can contact people around the world and do global launches. So go on to foreverliving.com, change the country to the one that you're going to do the launch for, and you'll get all the prices there, and do it the exact same. And then ask friends to host these launches for you as well, and that'll get you new groups of people to do these with. As I say, use launch cards and have fun with it. Make it fun, light-hearted, let people really enjoy themselves on them as well. And the sales that have come in from them for our team have been fantastic. So the business cycle is still the same. We still contact people on our Who Do You Know list, show them a bit of information and get them onto the business presentations. Forever have been amazing and putting on so many business presentations throughout the week for you to plug your customers into. So they're doing it all for you. I know within the team pages we're doing them as well. So there's so much there for you to just plug your customers into and get them the link. So that's brilliant. But what you want to do is continue going around this cycle. The quicker you get around it, the quicker your business will grow. But show people what you're doing in social media. Create that excitement and give them the fear of missing out. So I've been sharing when I've been doing planning meetings with my team, their background. So here's Alison, dental hygienist, doesn't know when she's going to go back to work because of such a really close contact job. So I'm helping her top up her income during lockdown. So I'm sharing that with people so people can really see, wow, all different backgrounds are doing this business. And different posts to create excitement when new people join. Post welcome to the team and your stories as well. What I would say with the stories is don't do too much business. So I do about 2 to 3 posts on business and products a day, and then about 4 or 5 personal posts. So that people are getting that mix to see how you're working it in with your lifestyle and with your lockdown life as well. So share what you're doing business-wise and they'll want to get involved. So coach others to do the same. So with your team, we obviously can't go out and do team catch-ups together. We can't go to the BPs together. We're not doing online product launches together. So we're creating that online excitement. So you probably have a team page that you're part of on Facebook. So use that, engage with people there. They're great. We've been having team power hours. So that's basically where we all log in online onto Zoom, say hello, MD get any questions, and then we literally just get our heads down and work. And then we're there if MD needs us. It's like a virtual office. It's a really great idea. I would encourage you to do them. We've been having loads of team training online and Forever have been putting that on, which is fab. And we've been doing a Friday night fun night. So we've had a quiz night, bingo night, fancy dress night. We've had even meet the team, and a few of us have come on and shared our background and things like that for new people. We've just had a few drinks and a cup of tea and just had fun with it, and it's been great to look forward to and great to engage with some of our team members that are further away as well that we don't always catch up with face to face anyway. And regular catch-ups, planning meetings with your team, and again share on Facebook what you're doing, on Instagram, on your stories and stuff. So there's Lucy, a corporate pilot normally. No flying at the moment, so she's putting more time into Forever Business. So again, sharing the backgrounds of people that you're working with will really show people on your social media that this business really is for everybody. Use this extra time. So we have more time than ever, and a lot of people do. So use it wisely. Watch the trainings, as I say. Head office ones are fantastic. On Forever Knowledge under webinars, you'll find them all on there. Any you've missed, and there's loads coming up this week as well. Read or listen to development books. So there's so many. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne is great for your mindset. GoPro by Eric Worre, I love that one. And I love Questions of the Answers by Alan Pease. So get online and have a look at these. You can download them, you can listen to them, you can order them through Amazon and stuff like that as well. So use the time that you've got and do what you've been putting off. If you've maybe not quite finished that goal board, use this time to do it because it's going to be great for your business, and use the time wisely because we'll never have a time like this again, or certainly we hope not. But yeah, I hope you're all safe and well, and thank you to Forever for all the time they've been putting in for us and the extra training and extra support and resources. So grateful. When I first started, somebody said to me, Forever will never let you down, and they have never let me down. And as you can see, during a pandemic, they're absolutely not letting us down. They're boosting us and helping us boost our business. So it's a great place to be. So thank you so much. I hope you all stay safe, and bye.
I'm back on, but I can't see my screen, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. But anyway, we'll carry on anyway. Rachel, thank you so much. That was an amazing presentation. Here we go. That's better. I'm back. I tell you what, Rachel, that was an amazing presentation. I would encourage each and every one of you to revisit that presentation after this webinar at some point on Forever Knowledge, because I counted 30 plus great tips on, you know, how to be more effective online, some great tips on how to support yourself emotionally with the books. And one of the things that Rachel said that really resonates with me is that she said, use your time wisely. And I believe, as I said at the start, this is a unique window. We have an opportunity here to reach out to people who perhaps in the daytime ordinarily wouldn't be able to get involved in a product launch or a one-to-one or a communication with us, because ordinarily they would be in their place of work and unable to do that. And I think at the moment we have that window of opportunity. So Rachel, that was a fantastic presentation. Thank you so much. If you'd seen the chaos in my house whilst Rachel was presenting, there would have been absolute 100% distraction. I'm working, I have a 3-story house. I'm on the top floor from one of our guest bedrooms, and the window is wide open, and about 5 minutes into Rachel's presentation, a blue tip flew right through the window and is buzzing around the room here, then flew out into on the landing. So there's me and Nicola trying to capture a blue tit, and Nicola managed to do that and successfully and safely put him back out the window to fly away. So mayhem. I don't experience that when we're on stage at Success Day. So this is a new world for me too, as we're online here today. So let's move to our next set of recognitions, which are recognizing those of you who got involved and were successful in achieving the levels in our Spring Fling. This was an incentive just for Scotland. And again, when I talked about the leadership team earlier on, this is one of the things that came from the leadership team. Let's have a special incentive to encourage Scotland. So we did. Congratulations to all of you who achieved level 1, where you had to generate. This was about building your business and increasing your business in small incremental steps. And I think it's a really great way to focus on your business. So you had to generate 1 CC in February, 2 in March, 3 in April, and in total active case credits, you will receive a certificate and your recognition, which we're doing now. So congratulations to Jennifer, Royston, Karen, and Eva, who all qualified at level 1. Well done. Next, we have level 2, and this was about doing 2, 3, and 4 CCs across those months. Let you receive the level 1 prize plus an invitation to an exclusive training with some of the UK's top leaders. We will, of course, honour that, but when we're able to do that, we're not quite sure yet. A lot of names on the screen here, so I won't read them all out, but if you're on this screen, very many congratulations to you. You know, when we are focusing on incentives and we're qualifying for incentives, in fact, when we're focusing on incentives, even if we don't qualify, the chances are we will have moved our business forward as a result of having that goal. When we do qualify, we absolutely demonstrate that it's possible for us to do this, and therefore demonstrate to others that it's also possible for them. So whatever the incentive is, my tip is, even if you don't even like the prizes, go for it, because it will definitely move your business forward. Next, we have the level 3s, and again, a number of names on here, so I won't read them all out, but you guys have done 4 CCs in Feb, 5 in March, 6 in April, and also recruited 1 assistant supervisors. You're going to get the level 1 and 2 prizes, and we're going to do a drinks reception and an evening barbecue hosted by me. What's this? I mean, how do we all get together again? We will, don't worry. At some point we will do this, and if we don't, if it looks like it's going to be a very, very, very long time, we will come up with an alternative prize for you. So we want you to feel special, and we'll make sure that happens. So congratulations to all of the level 3 qualifiers. And we've got one final level, which is the bonus level. 5 CCs, 6 CCs, 7 CCs, recruit 2 assistant supervisors. You'll receive level 1, 2, and 3 prizes, and you're entered into a draw to win a voucher for a 2-night break again, when that's possible in the UK. So to everybody on the screen here, Yvonne, Gemma, Gillian, Audrey, Cheryl, Charlene, Amanda and Graham, Angela, Ron, and Liz, Linda, Natalie and David, very, very many congratulations for leading by example in our Spring Fling incentive. Okay, next up we have one of our head office team who works diligently at Longbridge Manor normally, Spencer. He's been part of our team since 2015. He's a key member of our team, responsible for our marketing manager for over 2 years now, involved very much in our digital marketing. So of course, his workload has increased exponentially during this shutdown period as we've been doing more and more stuff online. He's going to talk to us today about our May campaigns, how you can get involved in that and build your business that way. So Spencer, over to you.
So today I'm going to be talking about our latest campaign, which is Fitness for Everybody, which is launching in May. So we at Forever, we believe that fitness is for everybody, and especially due to the current climate, it's never been more important to look after your health and your fitness. And that's why we chose this specific topic. So the product focus is obviously going to be the C9, and the accompanying products to go with that will be the other sport and weight management products. So the fast break bars, RG, and the F15 as well. So the C9 challenge from a head office point of view is going to be kicking off on Monday 18th of May. So each day on social media, we're going to be posting tips and tricks, motivational messages, recipes, and workout information as well. We're going to be doing a host of different competitions. I'm going to be speaking about those on the next slide as well. As well as that, our Forever Ambassador, Christina Rianoff, will also be taking part in the C9 challenge. So she's going to be sharing a video diary with us every day, with some tips on there and on how she's finding the C9 as well. So the competitions. So we're going to be doing a host of different competitions where you can win an array of different products, and you can enter as many of these competitions as you would like. Also encourage your customers as well to enter these competitions where they can win loads of different products. So every day there's a different competition. And they're really simple because we just want as many people to enter these competitions as possible, because this content is really good for us to get a really good reach and create that user generated content. So basically you guys are doing the marketing for us, which is what we want. So really easy to enter, and you can do so on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Just make sure you use the hashtag C9 day one for the day one competition, C9 day two for day two, and vice versa for the relevant competitions. So the first competition is show us your shake. So here we want you to take a picture of you and your Light Ultra shake recipe for the day. So really simple. Day two, so one of obviously the hardest days of the C9. So we thought it would be really good for you guys to share some words of encouragement with each other. So share some motivational quotes, words of encouragement or testimonials, and you can do that in the form of text just on the social media post that we do, as an image or as a video message as well. Day three is walking for wellness. Again, a really simple one. So just send us a picture from your outdoor exercise for the day, but obviously remember to stay safe during that time. Day four is a hydration station. So take a selfie of you drinking your favorite aloe vera gel and post it to social media. Day five is the Friday night fake away. So here we're asking you to post a picture of your healthy Friday dinner recipe. Day six will be a pair up, power up. So here we want you to post a picture of you and your exercise companion. So it might be your partner, it might be your pet, and it might be, if you don't live with anyone, you can do that by a video call as well and just post that on social media. Day 7 is the sweaty selfie. So share a post-workout selfie with us for those brave enough to do so. And day 8 will be victory in sight. So you're nearly there. So post a picture of your non-scale victories. So this could be anything that the C9 has made you feel better by following it. Day 9 is the C9 celebration selfie. So you made it to the end, so share your celebration selfie with everyone. And all of these competitions, the terms and conditions are all on this landing page. So that is, you can access that through this link here. So flpuk.info/May Focus. As well as all the competition information, there will also be social media assets on there as well, which I'll go on to talk about a little bit later. So during this time as well in May, we're also going to be hosting a series of different C9 or fitness related webinars and trainings. So next week is run by our MC Debbie and Louise as well. So that is the C9, what it consists of and its benefits, and how to do an online weight management product launch as well. So make sure that you register for that. All the details will be posted on our social media pages as normal, and they're all on the webinar Forever Knowledge page as well. So make sure you register for those. An email will also be going out as well with all of the links to register as well. The following week, we have gearing up for a C9 challenge. And then after that, we have converting your customers to other products in the range by Louise. And the final webinar for the month will be converting your customers to FBOs. And again, that's by Debbie. During May as well, so yesterday we released Fitness for Everybody blog post. So make sure you check that out on Forever Knowledge, share it on your platforms. We are also doing a weekly blog as well, so you can see all of those on the screen now. So there's healthy vegetarian recipes, looking after your mental health by getting active, getting creative and active during Children's Gardening Week, and a look better, feel better, focusing on weight management and skincare for the summer. So as I mentioned earlier, head office and the marketing team will also be creating a series of different social media assets, and they can be found on that landing page that I mentioned earlier. So just visit flpuk.info/May Focus, and you will be able to find all of those on there. So yeah, all of those will be related to the C9 challenge to help you get involved with that. Sell it to your customers as well, and information on the C9 program as well. So there'll be videos, social media posts, podcasts, loads of different assets. So make sure you check those out.
Thanks to Spencer for that. I'm not quite sure about this hashtag sweaty selfie. What do you think? Not sure I'm going to be taking part in that one, but whoever came up with that, that's going to be a brave photograph to take. Get involved with the challenge. I think in getting involved in the challenge, in experiencing, if you haven't already done so, that C9 journey yourself, puts you in a much stronger position then to be able to talk about your experience and the benefits of that with your customers. And if you haven't done a C9 challenge for your own customers, then you can get them involved with this one, of course. But as Spencer said, those assets are then there for you to be able to do challenges over the coming weeks. And let's face it, you know, at different times of the year, different parts of our audience base go on diets or want to lose weight for different reasons. And so there's no reason. There are good times of the year for C9, and that's just about any month, I think. So just get involved in using these assets to create your own campaigns and have fun with them, and particularly the sweaty selfie. I think I'm not going to look at social media that day. There could be some brave and terrible sights on there that day. Okay, next up we have our supervisor recognition. Supervisor, that's the next step on our marketing plan, 25 case credits over 2 months. I often from stage, those of you who have been at our events before will have heard me say, I think this is potentially one of the hardest steps on the marketing plan, simply because it's one of the first significant steps. And whenever we do something for the first time, it can often be the most challenging. And, you know, we are an assistant supervisor, perhaps. We're not sure whether we can build a business. We then take some action. And as a result of that, we get the outcomes that we need in order to move to supervisor. And, you know, I think when you've got to supervisor, you can go wherever you want afterwards on the marketing plan. If you look at our marketing plan, next step assistant manager is about 3 supervisors, 325s make 75. If you then look at manager, 120 or 150, depending on whether you do it on 2 months or 4 months. So it's all about these 25cc building blocks. So congratulations to Gemma Russell, and Gillian Ann Buchanan for being for achieving the position of supervisor over the past month. So well done to you, and we wish you every success, and we look forward to recognising you in the near future as assistant manager or beyond. Okay, now I think we have a little video testimonial from Gillian here. Let's watch the screen.
Hi, my name's Gillian Buchanan, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my Forever journey. So I've been in Forever for about 5 years, and I joined the business because I tried the C9, loved it, and have been in love with the products ever since. My background is I work full-time for Scottish Fire and Rescue Service. I am a senior portfolio manager, and it's quite a busy, stressful job, particularly just now with everything that's going on in the world with COVID-19. On top of that, I'm also studying a master's in counselling, and I am a mum and a wife. So I work my Forever business very, very part-time. I had kind of lost my way with the business for a while. So I've only really got my teeth back into it, I would say, in the past year or so. And I've worked really hard in the small pockets of time that I've got, just doing what we're told to do, sharing the products and sharing the business opportunity. I've really enjoyed what I've been doing recently. I've really taken on board all the trainings that are provided by my team, which I thoroughly enjoy, and I thoroughly enjoy being part of the team environment, which is very different from the corporate team environment that I work in. And it's just very supportive, very nurturing, and everybody's there to help you, which is great, and very different from my corporate job. So I have just recently qualified for supervisor, which I am absolutely delighted at. Working the business very part-time, it wasn't really on my radar. I was just enjoying the products and selling them to a few people. But in the past year, when I've been working really hard and just being consistent and sharing the products and sharing the business opportunity with people, it's paid off, and I'm really excited about what the future's got to hold and what this company can do for me. So that's just basically my journey, and thanks very much for listening. Take care.
Great testimonial from Gillian. Gillian, many congratulations, and Gemma on achieving the position of supervisor. And Gillian, obviously you are a frontline worker. We want to extend our thanks to you and all the other frontline workers around the country who are helping support us in these really difficult times, and often putting your own lives at risk in going about your daily jobs. So we really appreciate everything that you're doing, and to all the frontline workers out there, whatever you're doing, thank you so much. So congratulations. In listening to Gillian's testimonial there, what springs to mind is, if you want a job doing, find a busy person, because Gillian's a mom, she's studying, she's a frontline worker, and she's also in the nooks and crannies of her life building her Forever business. And I think, you know, this is a really significant and important thing to think about. You know, if we want to change our lives and we need to do some things differently, it might be that we don't have much time to do those different things, but we need to find some time. And it's not a race. It doesn't matter how long this takes. If that's your ultimate goal, is to have more flexibility or more money or whatever it is, then you need to do those small things every day. And Gillian, in amongst all of the chaos that's going on, as we just heard demonstrated, that she is doing that. So congratulations to you, to all of our supervisors. So to our last recognition slot this morning, we are now going to recognise Gemma, having qualified at level 1 for our team building incentive, network professional. This is about another key, recognising another key factor of our business. We've already talked about the building block of 4 case credits. Another building block, if you are going to develop a substantial residual income, is that we need to be expanding our team, expanding our group of business owners. Gemma has sponsored at least 6 assistant supervisors in the last 3 months, and therefore is qualified at level 1. Very many congratulations to you, Gemma. To everybody, I would encourage you to be sponsoring at least 1 person a month, at least 1 new person. More would be better, but at least 1, because, you know, not everybody who joins our business goes on to make a success of it. As I already said, it takes hard work, it takes discipline, it takes focus. Some people just don't have that, and it's sometimes too challenging for some people, so they quit. And so we need new people in our team all the time, as we need new customers all the time also, because for a whole variety of reasons, some of those might quit on us too. So it is about constantly expanding our business, and recruitment is a key part of that. So I'd encourage you to get focused on the team building incentive. And if you do that, you'll always have a vibrant, growing business. So very many congratulations there to Gemma. I think that is probably us done for our first Scottish recognition event. I hope that you've had a good time with us online this morning. This slide that you now see on screen really, it says it all. You know, we only have one life. This isn't a dress rehearsal. You know, if we want to make the most of our lives, then we need to get clear in our own minds, preferably written down, what it is we want our lives to look like. And then we need to take the necessary actions on a regular basis, daily basis, I would say, touch your business daily, to move towards those goals. Because, you know, if we want to change our lives, we have to do some different things. And so focusing on what we want first, determining what actions, how many of those actions we need to take, and just being disciplined enough to do them each day will lead us towards that goal. I want to thank all of you in Scotland for the great contribution that you make to Forever UK. I want to encourage you to see that in Scotland, as actually most of the world, but in your home country there is massive, massive untapped potential. And there is no reason why, if you work diligently, if you are enthusiastic, if you go about your life with a smile on your face, giving hope and encouragement to everybody that you come into contact with, there is no reason why 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, your life couldn't be beyond recognition. So many people who've been part of the Forever journey, part of the Forever family, have changed their lives beyond recognition as a result of being involved in an organisation that cares about people, that has a great range of products that people want and want to consume on a regular basis, and having an amazing, solid marketing plan that rewards everybody for the work that they do. Have a safe day. I look forward to seeing you in the very near future, either live or virtually. Thanks for your time today. Take care, everybody. Have fun. Bye.